Hello, Rick from Action Roofing and Siding. This is Joel from JND SEO. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. Now, I don't want to waste your time, Rick. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more info, let's just set up a quick phone call. If not, no big deal. I got some free tips and strategies in here for you that can help you with your site. All right, so the 3 things we'll talk about are content, backlinks, and citations. So the first thing we'll talk about is content. So I'm on your homepage here. Google recommends having about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. And some of that could be also in pictures as well. So just scrolling through your page, you are off the mark a bit with the amount of content, but I also want to show you one of your competitors, JCB Roofing. They are one of the top results in the area, and you can see that they don't have anything close to the 1,500 or 2,000. One thing they do have is a blog that does work sort of the same way. Google really wants anything that they essentially would see that gives back to people, right? So if you have 1,500 to 2,000 words, they know there's some useful information in there, so they're going to actually rank you a lot higher. And if you have a blog, blogs obviously are for other people to check out, and it usually provides some helpful tips and information. So that's going to help them rank higher for that as well. But the second reason that it's actually important to have that much content is that the more content you have on your homepage, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that content. Just as an example, I've put in roofing Savannah, Georgia here. And first thing you'd see are these ads that are going to show up here. Second thing is going to be this map section. Top 3 companies show up here based on citations, and that's just when you have your business name, address, and phone number all listed together exactly the same on your main site as well as any other sites that are pointing back to it. So directory sites are just sites like Home Advisor, Yellow Pages, just to name a few, Angie's List, those are all directories, but also your social media. So if you have like a Facebook page and you have it linked to your website, that would also be a citation. As long as the key here is that your name has to be the exact same. So if you put like LLC, for instance, it would have to be on all of them. Otherwise, it wouldn't really connect. All right, so that's citations. We talked about content. We also want to talk about some backlinks here. So briefly, this is the organic section. You're going to get about 10 results that show up on any Google search. And they're all in reference to our keyword that we searched, which was roofing Savannah, Georgia. Number 1 on the list is going to be JCB Roofing. 2 is going to be South Shore Roof. 3 is going to be Better Business Bureau, which is actually a directory. So just remember that there's 10 results per page. All right, so next up, we're going to take your site, actionroofingandsiding.com, and put it into a program I use called Arifs. First thing we do see is that we've got some headers here on your main pages. So we have Action Roofing and Siding Co. in bold here above. That's how we know that that's there. And then let's dive into the backlinks here. This is our third topic or third tip. So referring domains and backlinks are basically a package deal. So referring domains are just websites that you would have these backlinks on. So a referring domain is just a website that you guys have a link on. When someone clicks one of those links, otherwise known as a backlink, it's going to redirect them back to your homepage, which is Action Roofing and Siding. So on the 5 links, so you guys can do that math, you've got about 2 links per domain or per site on there. And the more of these you have, these also function as those websites vouching for you to Google. So the more you have, the stronger your site's going to be. And the stronger your site is, the more keywords typically that you're going to be ranking for and the more visitors you're going to get. So it kind of does all work together. So right now, as we can see, your site's got a trust of 1, which is the UR. The DR is the power, which is still at a 0 here. And that's really just because we don't have a ton of backlinks. And potentially they're not the most powerful ones. We'd want to add some more to that, obviously. Increase the power and the trust in the area. Right now, you guys do show for 9 keywords. And those 9 keywords are like what we saw, and we did our search in Google, roofing Savannah, Georgia, for instance. And these 9 keywords are bringing you 3 visitors to your site right now. So just as a quick comparison, let's run over to JCB, one of the top results. The reason we're showing you them is because ideally you want to beat them, right? You want to beat them in everything that we talked about, which is content. You want to have more content than them. You want to have, the right keywords into your content that's going to help you rank. You want to have more citations to beat them in the map section. You want to have more backlinks and higher quality backlinks so that you can have more power in your site, which is going to help you to beat them as well. But just looking at JCB Roofing, we see they've got a header on their pages as well. They got their name as well as a keyword. 165 referring domains, sending back 549 links. So a little bit less than 5 per page there. And depending on the quality, this is going to affect your trust. You can see theirs is a 33, which is pretty good. It's a pretty strong site there that they have so far. And then we go over to their keywords. They've got 525, and that's bringing them about 201 visitors to their site per month. One more little note here. So you can kind of tell how strong they are based on their numbers here for the UR and DR. But also, a backlink is also the same as a citation. So not all the same. Obviously, there's different ones. But a citation would function as a backlink. So if you hooked up your page to, let's say, Facebook, Instagram, if you got it to even having like Twitter, all those, that could be 4 or 5 more links right there that you'd have for your page that you could add. So what I want to do next is just to check out the keywords here. This is just going to show you kind of where your traffic's coming from. So first thing we see is your business name. Actually, all of your keywords have to do with your business name. What that means is you're pretty much bringing in people who know who you are through your site, which means it's going to be somewhat your referrals if they saw your signs or trucks around too. So Action Roofing and Siding, 30 people do search it. Actually, this one's slightly different. Action Roofing Services got 40. And for this one, you guys are at position 4, so we know that the top 10 results are going to go on the first page. So number 4 is going to put you a little bit ahead of the middle, which is really good. Top 4 is a good thing. And for 4, you're going to get 2, almost 3 visitors out of that volume. So you're going to get about 10%. If you were in the first position, typically you get between 20 and 35%. So the higher you're ranked for your position, the bigger percent you'll get of the actual volume. So let's jump over to JCB Roofing. We see their business name up here, 250, search them by name. They're in the first position, so they're getting 52 visitors from that 250. So they're getting a pretty good chunk there. Then you also want to bring in the new customers, right? People who don't know who you are. So Roofing, Savannah, Georgia is a good one. 150 people do search it. They're number 1, so they're going to get 46 of that 150. So these top 4, you can see they're in the number 1 spot, which is really good. 2 of them have to do with their name, 2 are for new customers. But then you do see that a little bit of a drop off, right? They do have some 3s in here, but you're going to see some 6 and 7. So like Roofers, Savannah, Georgia, this one I would say is up for the taking because there's 5 spots ahead of them that are wide open, right? So they're number 6 for that. They're only getting 8 of the 100. You see that percent drop off pretty severely. So those are the ones I'd want to go after, if I was you guys. And those are the keywords that I would target to get on my site and, kind of focus on. All right, guys, so I've given you all the information. If you brought a couple of those keywords in, even if you brought another 50 visitors in, that could probably be about 10 more actual calls to your number. How many of those 10 calls would you turn into estimates, and then would you turn those into jobs? Probably might even turn into 1 or 2 jobs more a month just on one keyword, which could bring you about 50, as we saw with a good number 1 ranking. But now you guys have all the info, so you really have the 3 choices now. If you guys are not interested in bringing in more people or growing your business, obviously you don't have to do anything with the information. If you are interested and you do want to grow your business, but you do have somebody that you already work with, show them the video. There's some great tips in here. It can probably help them out. Number 3, if you either don't have anyone that you're currently working with and you do want to grow your business, or if you have somebody you're working with, maybe you feel like they're not doing their job because you'd be ranked a little higher by now or have a little bit more results, then we could set up like a 10-minute phone call, no commitment or anything, no big deal. Just talk a little bit about what you'd want to do and see if it even is something that would be a good fit. Thank you guys for your time. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.